Hi, David Erpaski here, and today I'm going to show you how to install WordPress on your GoDaddy hosting. For this tutorial, I'm going to assume that your hosting has already been set up and that you've already got your domain name and your deluxe hosting package taken care of. This tutorial works with deluxe hosting. If that's what you have, you'll be able to follow along right at home. So when you first log into GoDaddy and you are taken to their main screen, you'll have to go over here to the person icon in your name and the little drop-down arrow. Click it. Click on the Visit My Account button. It's the green button below your name. And here you'll see your products. You have your domain and your web hosting. You'll click Manage. And then you'll go in here to your hosting control panel, click Manage. And then you're taken to one of the great things about deluxe Linux hosting. This is called cPanel, and it's got a number of graphical icons. You've got a little set of gauges over here that tell you everything that's going on with your website. And when you scroll down, we're going to install WordPress. We're not going to use the first WordPress. We're going to use the second WordPress. So we click on it. Now to install WordPress, all we have to click on is Install this application, this button here. And then we're going to be given an option. Which domain do we want to install it to? So for purposes of demonstration, we're going to install it to abc.imaginaryrestaurant.com. Forget the directory. That means we want to install WordPress to a folder, and we definitely don't want to do that. So just erase the word blog that's there and move on. We've got our version selected, English, leave that the same. Of course, you accept the license agreement. And then for these other settings, don't worry about what they are or what they do. Just leave it all the same and then go down to administrator username. Here you create your username. This is your login name that you will use to log into WordPress. So I'm going to call myself user admin, and then you would set a password of your liking. Please be a good computer user and make a secure password. Insecure passwords like your name or a combination of numbers and letters is going to really make it easy to hack. I've used a fairly simple password here just for the purposes of demonstration. But I wouldn't recommend using anything other than a green, it'll light up green, a great password, a secure password, a strong password. You would put an administrator email in there. So I will put my administrator email that I'm going to use. Your website title is what So your website title is whatever you want to call it. So if you are a dance studio and your name is Jane, you might call it Jane's Dance Studio, or whatever the name for your business is. Website tagline, don't worry about what this is. It used to be more important, but it's becoming less and less important every day. Just put something there like test. Two-factor authentication, it's like presenting two different forms of ID to log in, and is done with a plugin called Clef. You can choose to install it or not install it, but please be advised that Clef is a paid service. It's not free, and if you install two-factor authentication, you'll have to register with Clef. So it's up to you. I usually check Do Not Enable two-factor authentication. I go down here to install, and then if I click Install, it's going to start. You'll see this little wheel begin to spin, and in about 2 to 3 minutes, sometimes longer, depending on what depending on things like your internet connection as well as your, what's going on with the server itself. A lot of things could cause an install to take longer than usual, but you will get an email when the process is completed. When the process is completed, you would just basically go to a new web browser. You would type in the name of your domain in the address bar. It has to be the address bar. If you look for your login screen on Google, it's not going to work. You have to go just below the tabs. There's a little bar. type the name of your website, and then type a / WP-ADMIN, hit enter, and that'll bring up the login screen. What you'll need to do is type in the username that you created when you were in GoDaddy, and then your password. And then you've successfully logged in. When you first start up, it'll say create a WordPress website. If you want a really custom look, I would say no thanks to this. And that'll bring you up to your dashboard. And from there, you can start to customize and build your WordPress website. Please keep in mind that you'll see this word test on my screen. If you created a website called Jane's Dance Studio, like we just did, this is a different installation. That's why it doesn't say Jane's Dance Studio. But if you were to have called this Jane's Dance Studio, it'll say Jane's Dance Studio and not test. Please be aware of that. If you want to visit the site and see what it looks like, you can always go up here to the home icon and the name of your business. Click on it, and it'll take you to a preview, or a live version of what your site actually is. It's not necessarily a preview. If you click the speedometer icon and the name of your business here, it'll take you back to the dashboard, and you can be on your merry way creating WordPress and making it work for you. So if you have further questions on how to use WordPress, please check one of my other videos. I've got a video on how to make WordPress menus, WordPress basics to get used to the new system, and I hope you enjoy it. Happy creating with WordPress, and have a great day.